So this is Chew Valley Distillery, based in Chew Magna, between Bristol and Bath. This is our new distillery, which is currently under construction. We are running today our pink or blush gin. The story behind everything in here is 6 months of growth. So we started in February of this year with our first London dry gin. We started distilling that in a 3-litre copper still. A month later, we had to invest in this still, named Kay, after Nana Kay. All our stills are named after females in the family, normally the middle name or someone really close to us. So this is Kay. Until July this year, she produced about 500 bottles of our London dry gin before we had to make the call to expand. So we've then moved from where this was set up in the Lazy Lobster in Chew Magna. We've gone full-time in this distillery now, which is being created as a distillery school, and will be a bar, hopefully open November, end of November, start of December. So we had Louise delivered in July. She's been run twice. So this is a 150-litre copper still, copper alembic still. She can make up to 300 bottles per run at full capacity. So we've ran her twice with London Dry at the moment. So Louise came in July this year. It was a real squeeze to get her in here, but everything's being built around her. So she will be here forever. She's going to be running eventually all of our gins. So we've got 4 gins in our range, starting with the London Dry. This was launched in February of this year, so February 2020. It's our first gin. We used 11 botanicals in this gin, starting off with these sort of things. So it all starts in raw materials. This is a juniper berries and coriander seeds. We've also got cassia bark, grains of paradise, and many other things. So this is a sort of a citrusy, real London dry premium gin. The next bottle that was released is our apple and blackberry. It's real sort of local gin. So we get our blackberries from Pensford, a little place in Pensford, all hand foraged. And our apples come from just across the road, which is in Chew Magna. We've got a little orchard there. And kindly, one of the neighbours is letting us pick his apples, and it gets distilled into our gin. Going on to our latest release is our Navy Strength. So bottled at 59%, again, 11 botanicals. Super strong, but really, really nice. Is your premium gin, a perfect Christmas present. All of our bottles have got a label on the back, and our Edward the Goose does change his uniform and attire with each and every one of them. So we're having a little bit of fun with our bottles. And then going on to the last one. So this is the very, very latest release. It's not released yet. It will be when this goes out. But this is our blush gin. We've teamed up with a cancer charity called the Pink Ribbon Foundation, and we will be distilling this for the month of October for them, using raspberries and pink grapefruit for colour and flavour. So it's a sweet gin, a little bit pink, and £2 of every bottle is going to go to the Pink Ribbon Foundation. So every bottle we sell, £2 will go to the Pink Ribbon Foundation. Going on to our story, so we launched in February this year from the Lazy Lobster restaurant. We were only supposed to be making a house gin for the restaurant, and it sort of snowballed when the customers wanted to start taking it home and talking to their friends, and then we were getting orders. We quickly ran out of room up there, which is why we've now moved into this distillery, and we've got the stills behind us. So running today, we've got our pink gin, is running through the stills at the moment. We start with a neutral grain alcohol, which is fully organic from the UK, just outside of Essex. That goes into the still here with the botanicals, which steep for 24 hours. So they sit in there for 24 hours, steeping in the alcohol, before we take the botanicals out and put them in the column here. At around 80 degrees, the alcohol will vaporize, go up through the botanicals, out through the top, and into our condenser. So running through this condenser at the moment is cold water, which we're recirculating to save water. So we've created a tank behind all of this, which is constantly recirculating water to save it for the environment and for cost benefits. That water then cools the vapor, and out of this little spout, which in sort of 10-15 minutes time hopefully, we will have alcohol, about 81-82% alcohol. We then get that alcohol when we've got the amount that we need, using the best spring water that we think is around. So we use cheddar spring water to dilute down to, depending on what gin it is. So it's 43% for our London Dry, 41 for the apple and blackberry and the blush, and 59% for the navy strength gin. The first part of the gin that comes out is called heads. So we don't use those heads. So depending on what we're running with this still, we'll get about 5 litres of heads, and we turn that into hand sanitizer, which we're giving away for a sort of charity and anyone in need. So we get hand sanitizer is a byproduct of our gin, which we're giving away to the local community. So after distillation and dilution of the alcohol, we use a hydrometer to check the alcohol content within the gin. We use this hydrometer and take the temperature, referring to different charts, and that will tell us exactly how much alcohol is in each gin. And using the spring water, we'll make sure that we get to the alcohol content that we want for that sort of product. So label design is a nod to True Valley Lake. We've got the waves in there, we've got the swans and goose on the back. We hand label these, so there's 5 labels on each bottle. It takes around about 30 minutes for 10 bottles, so it's a labour of love. After they've been labelled, we write the bottle number and batch number on the neck of every bottle, and our navy strength gin also gets a small booklet which also says what still was used in distillation and who distilled that gin and the date of distillation. So it's a real labour of love, and after we've done the labelling, we give the bottles a good clean, and we also hand deliver locally or post for free online. So the London Dry, which was our first gin, is really versatile. It's been used in lots of different pubs and restaurants. Its versatility is key for going into your cocktails. So it's amazing for the likes of Negronis and a gin martini. It's also absolutely amazing for your standard gin and tonics. So mixed with any sort of premium tonic, you can add any sort of fruit you like, so raspberries, strawberries. To make it go a little bit pink, you can put some blackberries in there, so you've made your own pink gin, and you can flavour it any way you want. So it's a super versatile gin available on the website. Thank you very much for joining us today, and we hope to be able to welcome you to our little distillery here in Chew Magna very soon.